My beautiful souls, welcome back to Music Reactions for the Soul, this little corner of YouTube where we react to the songs that have changed your life, the songs that have made you feel seen, made you feel heard, made you. Sorry, my neighbor is doing some houseworks and they've been drilling, they've been doing everything, but we're not gonna cut this out. We're not gonna cut this out. It's all part of it being real and genuine, and this is what it is, you guys. This is not fancy at all. So I was saying, this little corner of YouTube, essentially where we believe that music is medicine. Music is medicine and it changes our life, and it definitely has done so for me so many, many times. And I was interested in seeing how other people connect to music. What are the songs that make people tick, that make them feel seen and heard and feel hopeful and feel healed? I wanted to know that. Part of the purpose, part of what I do for a living has to do with helping people come home to themselves. That is actually my life's mission. So I felt that this was a beautiful way to do that together. A little bit of sharing how we come home to ourselves through music. Today I am reacting to Send Me an Angel by Scorpions. I'm excited. I've never heard of this song. I obviously know some of their songs, of course. I've heard of the band and stuff, but I've never heard of this one. So I'm gonna dive straight into it. I have to just say something now because I pulled up the video. I haven't played it yet, of course, but I pulled up the video and it starts with a frame of Monument Valley, which is a very special place to me. I had a huge spiritual awakening there. It absolutely changed my life. And so I don't know what it is about. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why Monument Valley, but I already feel connected just for that reason. So I thought I'd share. But let's dive into it, shall we? Let's go. Here it is, beautiful Monument Valley. Let's do it.
Wise men said, just walk this way to the dawn of the light. The wind will blow into your face as the years pass you by. Hear this voice from deep inside. It's the call of your heart. Close your eyes and you will find passage out of the dark. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am. In the land of the morning star.
I had to stop, you guys. I think you can hear that. I think you can hear the drilling. Um, I hope it's not going to go on. But I wanted to stop anyway for a moment here because this I did tell you earlier how deeply I connect with Monument Valley because it is in fact the place that got me out of the dark. It really is the place that got me out of the dark. I was in a dark place and I was struggling a lot. And I went on this trip and I spent a couple of days in Monument Valley. And when I got there and I sat and looked at what was in front of me, I felt so small and insignificant that I was like, nothing of what I'm going through is relevant. Nothing about what I'm going through means anything, because this is all there is. Like, you know, I felt like a really deep connection to spirit. And to me, the fact that they're saying, you know, to find that place inside of your heart, and find your way out, and the fact that they connected it to Monument Valley, which is on sacred land, and it's such, I don't know if you've been, if you haven't, go, please go. It really is a connection to something greater, a connection to something greater. And I feel like inside of us, you know, you might have seen like other things that I talk about in this, on this channel, but I believe that God, you know, to me, the word God is not a man in the sky. To me, God is like the universe. It's energy, right? And I believe that God is us, right? I believe that we're all made of that. You know, we're all made of the universe. We're all made of that. So when they say, you know, find that place inside of your heart, because we all have it, and let it bring you out of the darkness. And then they connect it with images like this, which if you find yourself in a place like Monument Valley, which I'm sure that there are other places in the world that do that, but for me, that's what my experience was. For me, it was Monument Valley. They did that. It's like, it becomes this whole like connection to the universe, being inside of yourself, and understanding that you're so much more than what you have been made to believe that you are, you know. This is so beautiful and so touching for me personally. It really, really is. That was the day I chose to never lie to myself again. When I sat in front of that, I was like, you're living a lie, and it stops here. And then my life completely changed after that. So it was very significant. It's 9 years ago. Let's put it back a little bit.
The years pass you by, hear this voice from deep inside. It's the call of your heart. Close your eyes and you will find.
Also, you know how I teach intuitive development. That's the way that I teach it. Everything that I teach is going through your heart. You know, it's not like it is like clairvoyance, no, like the you know, the intuitive abilities, but we go through the portal of the heart, because that's what connects you to what's pure. And here we go.
Close your eyes and you will find passage out of the dark. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am. In the land of the morning star.
This is so beautiful.
Wise men said, just find your place in the eye of the storm. Seek the roses along the way. Just beware of the thorns. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am. In the land of the morning Wise men said, just raise your hand and reach out for the spell.
You know, I really do believe he's talking to God, or he's talking about his experience with God, because, you know, or the universe, you know, very spiritual experience, because he keeps saying like, this is what the wise men said. And then I feel like when he says, you know, will you send me an angel? that's his, I am, that is his way of asking, like God, of asking spirit, right? It says, yes, I come on this journey, I'm going to put myself on the eye of the storm, I am going to be careful with the thorns, but please send somebody to look after me in the meantime, right? Ah, so beautiful.
Wise men say, just raise your hand and reach out for the spell. Find the door to the promised land. Just believe in yourself. Hear this voice from deep inside. It's the God of your heart. Close your eyes and you will find that we out of the dark. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am. In the land of the morning star. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am. In the land of the morning star. Here I am. Will you send me an angel? Here I am.
This is so beautiful.
In the land of the morning star. Here I am. Will you send me an angel?
Wow. Wow. This is so beautiful. This resonates with me on so many levels. It really moved me there, making the connection and, with what it meant to me with the whole Monument Valley thing, because that's where I did get my angel, and it just comes from really looking inside of yourself. Like I 100% resonate and believe in what he's singing about, like the answers, everything. Like, you are the person that is going to get yourself out of the dark, and you, like, it is inside of you. God, spirit, there's something inside of you, your soul. That's what it is. That's what God and spirit is, right? It is all part of your soul. It is all part of energy that we are, right? And I feel like believing that you have this within yourself, that is what's going to make the difference, right? But I know that when you're in the dark, it's really hard to see. It's really hard to believe. Especially, I also feel, because we live in a world where I feel like we have so much around us that is trying to make us feel not enough, like on purpose. Have you noticed this? There's so much around that is trying to make us feel not enough on purpose, or something that, even when it comes to like the stuff that I do, right? Even when it comes like to mediumship or energy healing or psychic abilities or intuitive abilities and stuff, so many people still describe them as like this extraordinary gift, which is not, you guys. It's not. Like, we are all born like this. We're all born with an intuition. You don't have to be special to do any of this. You don't have to be special to speak to the souls on the other side. You don't have to be special to connect with spirit guides. Like, you don't have to be special to do any of this. And I think that the biggest lie that we are being told so often is that you do have to be special. But the thing is that you were already born with everything. You were already born special. You were already born connected. You were already born with God energy inside of you. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to earn like a special badge or something, but there's so much out in the world that unfortunately it's making us feel that way. But he's absolutely right. Like, it's all inside of ourselves. It's all inside of our heart. Our heart is a wonderful, beautiful, powerful portal to so many worlds, so many dimensions, so many energies. It's how we connect to everything. But I understand that there's also fear. looking inside one's heart, because that's also where a lot of pain lives. But you gotta walk through that. You gotta walk through that. You gotta walk through the pain, like you said, in the eye of the storm, but see it. See the roses when you're on the eye of the storm. That's what it is about. It's all inside of you. God has never been outside. God, spirit, none of it. It's never been outside. It is all inside of you, my dear. It is all inside of you. Thank you so much. This was such a special recommendation. I'm so grateful. I did not expect the whole Monument Valley thing. And as I said, it's so meaningful to me. So thank you so much. This was very special despite my neighbor drilling, which I hope it wasn't disrupting so much for you. Hopefully I've edited this in a way that it wasn't too it wasn't too distracting. So thank you so much. Oh, my beautiful souls, that was an amazing experience. That was a really, really amazing experience. I'm going to ask you something actually here. First of all, yes, of course, as usual, I want you to comment the songs that have made you heal, the songs that have helped you, the songs that have held you through the hard times. I want to know how you connect with this song. I want to know if you resonated with my reaction, if you enjoyed it, and how do you connect with it. But also, I want to know what your Monument Valley is. Have you ever experienced something like that? Is there a place in the world that makes you feel this way? Because I'm pretty sure, Monument Valley is a pretty special place, but I'm pretty sure it's not the only place in the world that's so charged with such beautiful energy. So if you have a Monument Valley, please do comment it below. I would love to know. I would love to know. If you want to share if you want to share the experience that you had there. I'm so fascinated by all these things. So I'll say thank you in advance if you feel like sharing it. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, subscribe, do your magic, and come back for more. I am very grateful for you. Thank you for recommending this song. I'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.